Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for John Collins.
And his foul shooting has looked a little weaker over the last 5 games compared to where he was the rest of the season. I know how frustrating that can be, and I'm sure he's eager to turn it around.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's George in at the point. And for Portland, inside it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Well, Grant, tonight we've got 2 teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Grant outside. Here's Ayton. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, you expect this from Ayton. For him to shrug off contact inside and power his way to a bucket.
George with the bucket.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
On the wing, Simons. Collins defending. Oh, George with a steal. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And Markkanen with the stuff.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
So it's Portland now. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And last time against this team, they struggled with foul trouble. It led to an ugly loss.
Yeah, look, when your best players can't stay on the floor, that's a problem. It puts your team in a really difficult position to win.
And he's got such great hands. Ayton corrals rebounds and doesn't lose his touch on follow-ups.
George drives in, and Ayton pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, the Blazers with a draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value. And down the line, guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
All right, Shams, thank you. Now George, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Pass to Sexton. Kessler a screen. Inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Here's Sharp. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And his effort carried over to the defensive end. He came away with 3 steals and was a pest in general all night.
Now here's Ayton. Second chance effort. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, he was fearless there against tight defense. Ayton not scared of getting sent to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree. Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
Now here's George. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Markkanen. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Markkanen's got 5.
Well, Markkanen's one of the more efficient high-volume three-point shooters in the league.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. Trailing by 2. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah.
Well, looking for that point-blank opportunity. Clarkson wanted the highest percentage shot possible.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Blazers trail by 3. Outside Sharp. Back to Aiden. Here's the 3. Oh, it's stolen. They've got numbers. Here's Clarkson. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
On the attack, Jordan Clarkson.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Grant from the arc. Again, the miss by Portland. Here's Utah. They're on a 15-6 run. Grant against Clarkson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Shaedon Sharp.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Shots good by Henderson.
There's so much energy when Henderson is on the floor.
Clarkson outside. Sexton with it. Clarkson outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Jazz out in front, up 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Sexton runs point with Clarkson at the 2. Drew Eubanks out there with Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
And it's Clarkson missing.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot. Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Utah leading by 5. Here's Clarkson. Williams grabs the board.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Here's Henderson. Deflected. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Filipowski. Williams defending.
Well, what I love about Williams as a defender, he can slide his feet and he can go vertical.
Here's Henderson. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Jazz have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Sexton. Williams grabs the board. Blazers trail by 3. Pass to Avdia. Back to Williams. Baseline jumper. Henderson misses.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And it's Clarkson missing.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Portland, no good that time either.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Graham.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Now here's Sexton. His last outing, he had 24 points. Now the Blazers on the move. They get it back. Jazz leading by 5. Back to Clarkson. To shoot. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Clarkson's got 10.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Avdia. Klingen. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Clarkson. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Well, no doubt Clarkson can score the ball. Defense having a lot of trouble with him.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 7-point differential. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Will stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a 6th man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
Now here's Clarkson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Here's George. Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Kessler, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Yeah, nice dish there by Grant. Playing unselfishly and putting the team ahead of himself.
Here's Clarkson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clarkson.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
There's 6 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Jazz out in front, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, everyone. Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
You look at the Jazz, they're frustrated and
appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out. You look at Jordan Clarkson. What a contribution.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Let's check in for an injury update on Scoot Henderson.
Guys, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. And for a team with a thin roster, this injury really hurts. They will need everyone to step their game up.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position.
What's going on, Ace?
Starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Markkanen misses.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this out. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Look at how Grant attacks the interior, doing what it takes to get a high percentage shot.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Ace, do you play or?
Markkanen sets a screen. George, no good. Portland leading. And here's Ayton. He's got 5. Count it. Ayton's got 7 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Utah has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter.
Do you have a system like a PlayStation or an Xbox or anything?
Sexton to the paint. They still need this. Misses the layup.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
The drive by Simons, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Williams is checked in for Portland. Avdia comes in for Sharp. That free throw no good. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side, and it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for George.
I'm going to have to go with, I would probably say right now I'm liking Dallas.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I like Wembanyama.
And the technical free throw is good. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody.
You're a Steph Curry fan, or do you have a different favorite player on there?
Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal. It's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter, trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 35% from the floor. Clarkson for 3. Portland with a rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Stan, with the trade of Damian Lillard in 2023, Portland was headed in a new direction.
Yeah, Brian, they really decided to go young.
Yeah, man, he's definitely still got it. I think he's definitely not the 2016 Curry that we were used to seeing, but, you know, that comes with time and stuff and age and all that. So, yeah, I think he's still balling out of control, though.
Banton, he's checked in for Kamara. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah.
Yeah.
Mills comes in for Sexton.
Well, look, he's a double-double machine. DeAndre Ayton gives
I'm playing as Portland Trailblazers, and my homie's playing as the Utah
Rupert,
Jazz.
he's checked in for Portland. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Blazers on deep.
Man, put up W's in the chat, man, if you think this is a W stream.
3 points. Lets it go from the wing, and the jumper is on the mark. Markkanen's got 7 points.
An efficient facilitator, Clarkson
And
gets
just in
the
case
ball to the right guy.
your heads are wondering, of course we play on Hall of Fame.
And that one
This
goes.
is not
He's
on
shooting
any other
5 of
level
9
but
in
the
this one.
heights.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Yeah.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Collier. And he got the whistle on the way up.
Appreciate that,
he'll
big
be
dog.
headed to the line for a pick.
Let's go, Dubs in the chat.
Stand since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022. The Utah Jazz have done some reshaping.
Where are you
of their
watching
roster.
from, man?
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team.
Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Murray comes in for Rupert. Williams is checked in for Utah.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Clarkson outside. Banked it in off the glass. 15 points in the
Gotta
game.
subscribe.
Yeah, offensively, Clarkson has been hot. And you know it's motivating everyone else on his team, too.
Williams on the wing. All by himself. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, that's impactful
Shouts out.
defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And it's in there.
Man, what part of Cali you tuning in from, man?
On the wing, Clarkson. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
They got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
After the review, the play on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
The third quarter comes to a close. Utah ahead, leading by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started.
Appreciate the love, peace.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Jordan Clarkson. He's out there with Collier. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Blazers trail by 7. Stripped it away. Here's Clarkson. Ooh, Williams with the block.
Yeah, Williams gets at least one swat a game. He's got great anticipation.
Collier. Portland with a rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. And it's Murray off the drive. Williams grabs the board.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Here's Sensabaugh. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. All right, let's check in now with Allie LaForce to see how Jeremy Grant's doing. Allie.
Guys, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while.
You're the only one chatting. Don't feel bad. Not everybody's so social.
Unfortunate timing for sure. We wish him the best on his recovery. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Utah with the ball. Portland making their last shot. And out of bounds, the Trailblazers will take it. A line change here for Portland for the Jazz. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Kessler with a rebound. Utah leading by 5. For 3, Sexton. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
I'm gonna do my best. My best player right now, Scoot Henderson. He's out on injury, so yeah, I'm not really sure how this team works. I haven't played with them like that, but I'm gonna try to do my best here. Homie's good over here, so
it goes on Keontae George.
Well, good seeing Simons draw these kinds of fouls. It's all about him remaining aggressive on offense.
Second free throw, no good. Utah's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Sexton. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got rebound number 11. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Down low. And it's Sexton. That time on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Blazers trail by 9. Here's Simons. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Now the Blazers on the move. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. For Utah, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. From deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. Yes,
here comes the comeback.
Speed to work on that drive.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam capturing the moment. Jazz leading by 7. The 3 from Sexton. The long distance 3 is buried.
Cold-blooded.
Sexton's got 11 points here in the second half.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And it's Simons missing. The Jazz have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul. For 3, George. It doesn't go for him. Blazers trail by 8. To the wing on the left. Here's Kamari. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Markkanen. For 3, Sexton. No good on the shot.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
With the tip. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, they put their faith in Ayton, and he delivered.
George with it. Picked up by Grant. Launches it from deep. And they recover it. Kessler. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
first clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 5. Both free throws good from Sharp. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. And Collins with the big block.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball. No
Sorry, my man. I really did
fouls,
try.
and no
I really
threes.
did try.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to
I
that
appreciate you
aggressive
cheering
swat.
me on, man. I appreciate you tuning in, watching. This means everything, man. We're trying to get this channel up and going. Before you know it, you're going to be one of many to tune in, man. We appreciate you.
That'll be a 5-second call. There's Simons with a 3. Not going to go that time. So we see the Jazz get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Well, Colin, your development has been such a bright spot for this team. What are you seeing in your game right now?
The game's starting to slow down a little bit, and my teammates and I, we continue to watch film, and they continue to help me out each and every day when we're in practice, so I give big thanks to them.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks, Colin.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Colin Sexton.